This video made possible by Buy Mobile. Hey everyone, welcome back to Howtechs. Today we're going to show you how to insert and remove the SIM card on the Oppo Reno. So first you want to take your SIM removal tool, either the one that came with the phone, this is one from an iPhone. They're all basically the same. So you want to find the SIM card tray, which on this phone is here on the side right above the volume buttons. So you can see there's basically a very small hole right here, right above the up volume, and you just want to push in there with this thing and very gently push it out. And unlike other phones, this one doesn't have the hole in the tray, it's actually below the tray. So use your thumbnail and just slide this guy out very carefully. And if there were SIMs in here, you'd want to be very careful so they don't fall out. Let's just grab an old nano SIM and you can see where they fit in. So there's basically two trays. This is a dual SIM phone, and you can see that this is the bottom and this is basically the top. So they lie in on these little edges, which might be hard to see. And there's a very small notch in this corner for this tray, and also should be on this side for the second one. So they both basically go with the notch on the bottom right if the tray is in this orientation, which is basically the way that you took it out. And if you look very closely, you can probably can't see it here, but it says SIM 2 and SIM 1. So just so that you know which SIM is which when you put it on and turn on the software. So anyway, it goes in like this, the same way you took it out. And you want to be careful about sliding it in. And you can see there is a small rubber gasket here, so you want to make sure that that's not twisted or pinched or anything. This phone does not list any kind of waterproofing rating, so it's not IP67 or 68, but of course you definitely want to make sure that there's no dust or moisture getting in. So even though there's no waterproofing, still make sure this seal is good. So you can kind of see it going in there and just push it in with your thumb, and now it's in. And to remove, it's basically the same steps in the same order. So you want to make sure you have it screen facing up so that the SIM card doesn't fall out when you do this, but basically push in and that card will pop out. And here we go. And so just like that, you have to be careful. Make sure you're on a nice surface. Make sure it doesn't fall on the floor. You might lose your SIM card. This one doesn't lock in like you see on some phones. The other issue is, the question is, can you put it in upside down? And apparently not. The way that this kind of track is on the edge here, it won't go in upside down, but probably if you really tried, you could probably force it and jam it and perhaps break something. So be very careful. So it goes in something like this, and just make sure again that you push it in straight and even and don't pinch anything, and then push it all the way in and make sure that it's flush. So make sure that, you know, with your thumb you're not feeling any edges or anything getting caught. And that's basically it for inserting and removing the SIM card on a Oppo Reno. If you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Definitely check out our other videos here on Howtechs, and see you guys next time. Bye. This video made possible by buymobile.com.au. SIM card is here on the bottom right, and there's also a very small notch here on the bottom right as well. You guys can see that. There's also